Hello and welcome to this full body tone yoga video. We're going to warm up the body with some sun salutations. Inhaling, bringing the hands towards the ceiling and exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. And lowering down the knees, untucking the toes. Inhale, coming through cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards, step the feet between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bending the knees, bringing the hands towards the ceiling, and exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, raising the hands towards the ceiling, exhaling to fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, lowering down the knees, untucking the toes. Chin and chest come down and inhale for cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. This time we'll jump the feet between the hands, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees and inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhaling to rise and exhale to fold. Inhaling for halfway lift. Exhale, jump back to plank. This time we'll take chaturanga, lowering almost completely down. And as you inhale, coming onto the tops of the feet, pressing through the hands. Legs are lifted. Exhaling, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards. Jump the feet between the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bending the knees. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. We'll inhale to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, jump back plank. Lowering down chaturanga as you exhale, inhaling for upward dog. Exhaling for downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward, step the right foot between the hands. Coming into warrior two, we're going to flow between reverse warrior and side angle pose here. So as you inhale, we'll flip the front palm to face up and bring the left hand to rest on the right hip or the right shoulder. As you exhale, we'll come into side angle with the right forearm on the right thigh. Inhale for reverse warrior and exhale for side angle. Doing a few more, flowing with your breath, inhaling for reverse warrior, and as you exhale, moving into side angle pose, keeping a nice bend through that front knee. Coming back into warrior two, straightening the right leg, bringing both of the feet so that they're parallel, taking it to the other side, bending the left knee, gaze over the left middle finger. And on your next inhale, we'll flip the front palm to face up, coming into that reverse warrior. And exhaling for side angle, continuing with this flow, moving with your breath, inhaling, reverse warrior, exhaling for side angle. Last one, coming into side angle. And then we'll come back into warrior two, gazing over the left middle finger, windmilling the hands down and stepping back into downward facing dog. Or inhale, lift the right foot towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the knee to your chin. Inhaling to lift that leg. And exhale, bringing the knee in. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhaling, lift that leg as high as you can. And exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Staying on the toes of the back foot, inhale, coming into a high lunge. We'll move through some lunges here. On your next exhale, cactusing the arms, lowering the back knee. And as you inhale, lifting the hands, straightening the back leg. Exhaling, lowering the knee, cactusing the arms, inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. A few more of these, following your breath. And then bringing the hands to heart center, coming into a twist, hooking the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, and gaze towards your right. Slowly release, coming back to a high lunge. Exhale to bring the hands down and step back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lifting the left foot towards the ceiling. And exhale, bringing the knee towards the chin. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhaling, lifting the left leg, and exhale, knee to chin. Inhale, lift the leg as high as you can. Exhale, bringing that knee in. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, knee to chin. Inhale to lift. And exhale, stepping the left foot in between the hands. Coming into a high lunge. Exhale, cactusing the arms, lowering the right knee, inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Moving with your breath. Exhaling to lower and inhaling to lift. We'll bring the hands to heart center and come back into that twist. This time hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Gaze over towards the left side. Releasing the twist, coming back into high lunge. Then taking the hands down, stepping into downward facing dog. Inhaling to look forwards, jump the feet between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, hands come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart center. Inhale, raising the hands, sinking back into chair pose. Exhale, release. Coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back into plank. Lowering down, chaturanga as you exhale, inhaling, upward dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, step it in between the hands. Come into a high lunge. Find something still to focus on. Bring the hands to heart center. Coming into warrior 3, bringing the weight into the right foot, left leg lifts. See if you can lift that left leg a little bit higher. Engaging the core. Slowly release, bring the left leg out in front, resting it on your right thigh. Sink back into a one-leg chair. Inhale to lift up, step back into a high lunge. And exhale the hands down to the mat, stepping back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the left foot towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, coming into a high lunge. Bring the hands to heart center. And when you're ready, coming into warrior 3, lifting that right leg, engaging the core. Slowly release. Bring your right foot out in front, resting on the left thigh, sinking back into a one-leg chair. Seeing if you can squat down a little bit lower. And release, stepping back into high lunge. Hands come down, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forwards. Walk the feet forwards and come to sit down, ready for our boat pose. Grounding through your sitting bones, engage the core and lift the legs. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. Taking a few deep breaths and release. Come down onto your back, feet hip width apart, fingertips grazing the ankles. Press down through the hands, and as you inhale, lift the hips. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lifting the hips. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And this time, maybe holding onto the ankles, lifting the hips a little bit higher, coming into bridge pose. Enjoying this nice back bend. When you're ready, slowly release. Hug the knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Roll over onto one side and come onto your front. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders, we'll come into some cobra ripples. Inhale, lifting through cobra, elbows tucked in close to the body. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pushing through the hands, lifting the chest. Exhale to lower. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders together. Inhale, lift the chest. And see if you can lift the legs, coming into locust pose. Engaging your core, making sure not to hold your breath. Maybe see if you can lift the legs a little bit higher. And exhale to release. Resting the forehead on your forearms. Take the right knee over towards the right side and bring your right elbow to meet the right knee. Left leg stays long. Coming into a flapping fish pose, releasing the lower back. Release, bringing the body back to center, right leg out long. Left knee comes out to the left side and bringing the left elbow to meet the knee. Staying here for a few breaths. Slowly release, bringing the body back to center, pushing into the hands, coming through tabletop, and sinking back into a child's pose with the knees apart, arms extended out long. Inhale, look forwards. Swing the legs out to one side and come to sit down. We'll come into a forward fold, but keeping the knees bent to release the lower back. Slowly release, this time straightening the legs, inhaling, extending the arms, and as you exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forwards, resting your hands on your legs or maybe holding on to the feet. We'll release, come down onto your back, hug the knees into your chest, rock from side to side, massaging the lower back. Taking the arms into a cactus shape, knees come over to the right side, gaze over your left shoulder for a twist. Coming back to center, then taking the knees over to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. Coming back to center, taking the legs out long, arms by your side, palms to face up, ready for Shavasana, our final resting posture. We will end our practice here. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope you have a great day.